They beat St. Albans last Saturday here, 69-47. That's important because St. Albans, again, a veteran ball club, have an outstanding point guard in Jaden McDaniels, and to beat a regional opponent the way the Spartans did, I think that says monument about what this young ball club is capable of doing. Tonight, well, it's a ball club that is struggling, to be quite honest with you. The Skyhawks of Scott High from down at Madison in Boone County are in town. And head coach Brandon Burns, his ball club got their first win of the season this past Thursday night as they beat Hannon, and they come in 1-2 on the year. Very young ball club, but it is a ball club that, man, they play a different style, and by that I mean they play 5. They start 5, of course, and then 90 seconds into the game, regardless of where anything is, they play 5 more. 90 seconds later, they give you 5 more, so it's just a constant rotation, all the time pressing. We'll see what happens. They had 81 shots on goal their last game out against Hannon, so it might be an interesting ball game here tonight at Greenbrier East High School. We had an opportunity to sit down and talk with the head coach of our Greenbrier East Lady Spartans, Governor Jim Justice. We return. We'll join that conversation. Our pregame show presented by Fritz's Pharmacy, located in Fairleigh, Lewisburg, and Raynell. We're back with Coach Justice after this 60-second timeout. Coach, let's talk first of all about the start for our Spartans. 2-0 on the season. The Independence game, of course, I was fortunate to be here. I was out of town for the St. Albans game. Very impressed with the St. Albans game. Here's a regional opponent, and you guys took it to them. And that's a veteran ball club with Jaden McDaniels at point. I was really impressed with that.
Well, Fred, we're getting better. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know, we started out, I said it a bunch of times, but we started out and looked like a basketball team, but we weren't a basketball team, you know, and so we had to go back and backfill and get everything, all the foundation in and everything, and we're starting to get better. We're getting stronger. I mean, right after we went through our first scrimmage, I looked at the kids, I said, look, I put them back in the weight room. They're in the weight room 3 days a week, and they're working hard. You know, Haley was thrown around like crazy, and Taylor Dunbar the same thing, and those kids are getting stronger, and so, and it builds their confidence in a lot of things, but we've had to backfill things like our ball handling, our shooting, and, you know, just our rebounding and everything, and then start now really starting to get our stuff in the game, and, you know, our stuff in by meaning, you know, our, whether it be a motion offense or whether it be our inbounds plays or, you know, whether it be a different type of defense that we're playing. We're playing a 1-3-1 half-court trap, not a real traditional half-court trap, because we're really just playing we're coming out of a diamond press into a 1-3-1, and that's when we're playing a zone. The other thing is we're playing a straight help side man.
You know, when I look at stats, and you can take a stat sheet and find out a lot of things or find out nothing, but the one thing I always like to look at is scoring per quarter. And I think if you're getting better and doing the things you're supposed to be doing, to me, your best quarter scoring-wise and defensively should be the third quarter. Look after halftime, see the adjustments you make. That's by far our best quarter.
Well, I mean, you know, and historically, that's what we want it to be. We want to go in there at halftime, make the right adjustments, come out, play like you're down, and really get after somebody, but you got to finish. We got to finish. I mean, we can't just stall and then run out of gas and not finish.
Yeah, but, you know, sometimes that fourth quarter is a little mistaken because depending on the troops that you have in there. You look at the kids that are getting most of the playing time or a lot of the playing time, and you've mentioned Haley and you mentioned Taylor, and I think Abby's doing a great job out front for us. And but you've got a lot of kids that, to me, are coming in off the bench helping you as well at times, and that's going to be important down the stretch.
Well, it is, especially as it was in the St. Albans game. I mean, we were in massive foul trouble the whole way. You know, I mean, massive foul trouble. And you know, I mean, I really actually looked down there at one time. I said, Lauren, get Lauren. She's got to get in the game, you know. And Lauren had left after the JV game, so she wasn't even there. But you know, we really went deep in our bench. The kids responded, and we got a lot of kids that can step up and play.
I know it's early, but the kids are having fun. I watched the JV game this evening, and they won 60-16, but I'm telling you, just having fun out there, and that's a huge part of it, Coach.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, we want to always remember this is high school sports. We don't want to play it like rec ball, but these kids need to have fun, and when they're having fun, they're excelling. I mean, when it becomes just a job and a grueling process and everything, a lot of times you get really stale and you don't excel. So we want our kids to achieve and accomplish, not just give effort, but we want them to have fun too. And this team's bonding together real well. You know, we're just going to keep on getting better. I mean, that's just all there's to it. We're super, super, super young, but we're going to keep on getting better.
My final thought for you. We will play our third game tonight, then we got a game Monday night, and our first road game coming up Tuesday night. I think we'll know a lot more about this ball club after that road game.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, and we play at Woodrow, and, you know, that's a real hostile environment, that's to say the least. And we want all of our people to come and support these kids and all that bit. But we'll know more next Tuesday than we know today. We'll know more at the end of the game tonight than we know right now. And I'm really pleased with them.
Best of luck tonight, buddy.
Thanks, Fred.
There you go, head coach Jim Justice of our Greenbrier East Spartans, and we will know more. Spartans are 2-0 on the season. We're taking on the Scott Skyhawks. They are 1-2 on the season. Our pregame show being presented by Fritz's Pharmacy, Fairleigh, Lewisburg, and Raynell. We come back, we'll have your starting lineup.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Greenbrier East High School. Our game tonight features the Greenbrier East Spartans and the Scott Skyhawks. It's time now to meet the teams, and we'll begin with the Skyhawks. Under the direction of head coach Brandon Burns, please welcome a 5'7" sophomore, number 3, Diana Birchfield. A 5'7" junior, number 5, Allie Matthews. 5'11" junior, number 22, Brooke Burns. 5'8" senior, number 32, Kaylee Justice. And please welcome a 5'8" senior, number 34, Gabby Justice. That's the starting lineup for the Scott Skyhawks.
No retreat, no surrender. That is Spartan law. And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight. Spartans never retreat. Spartans never surrender. Spartans, prepare for glory!
The direction of head coach Jim Justice, please welcome the Greenbrier East Spartans. A 5'8" freshman, number 12, Emma Dotson. 5'7" freshman, number 22, Alicia Smith. 5'2" freshman, number 1, Lucia Ordonez. A 5'3" sophomore, number 3, Lauren Patterson. 5'7" sophomore, number 15, Kendra Morgan. A 5'9" sophomore, number 55, Gabby Withrow. A 5'9" sophomore, number 33, A.J. Groves. 5'5" sophomore, number 21, Kate Perkins. 5'9" junior, number 25, Lexi Miza. A 5'7" junior, number 44, Morgan Amos. 6' senior, number 5, Naya Lewis. Now please welcome the starting lineup for the Spartans. A 6' freshman, number 50, Tucker Nunley. 6' sophomore, number 14, Taylor Dunbar. 5'11" sophomore, number 23, Haley Mudpour. 5'8", junior number 13, Autumn Hill. And please welcome a 5'7", junior number 10, Abby Barton-Slaughter. That's the starting lineup for the Greenbrier Spartans. Smith, 5'2", freshman number 1, Lucia Ordonez, a 5'3", sophomore number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America with our national anthem. Singing the anthem, we're pleased to welcome Greenbrier's cheerleader, Caitlin Price.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
They have the singing of our national anthem. Our pregame show has been presented by Fritz's Pharmacy, located in Fairleigh, Lewisburg, and Raynell. Tip-off follows of Greenbrier's Lady Spartan basketball. Ready for basketball action. Tip is in the air, controlled by the Spartans of Greenbrier East. Haley McClure has it over on the right side, takes it down on the corner, kicks it back out to Autumn Hill, jumper for 3 off the front of the iron. No. Rebound put up by Tucker Nunley, won't go this time. Rebound grabbed by the Spartans, but then stepping on the inline, you'll give it back to the Scott Skyhawks. Spartans in their brand new home white uniforms, gold numerals, gold piping and lettering on the front. Ball stolen away from Scott. Scott, the visiting team. Now they have the ball back. They travel in their black uniforms with the gold numerals and the gold piping, lettering Scott across the front of the uniform shirt. Pass stolen away by the Spartans. Taylor Dunbar. Taylor gives it up, gets to Abby Barton-Slaughter. Barton-Slaughter into the front court. Right side pass. They'll get it to Autumn Hill. High post they go to Tucker Nunley. Outside jumper for 3 by Haley McClure. Rims out, and the rebound cleared by the Scott Skyhawks, but then Brooke Burns throws it away. Intercepted by Abby Barton-Slaughter in the corner, right side. Haley goes along the side of the block on the low side. They get it to Taylor Dunbar. Shot won't go. Rebound kept alive by Tucker Nunley. They get it out. Haley McClure at the right elbow. Jumper up, off the rim. No. Rebound again inside, this time by Tucker. Tucker clears it out to Autumn Hill. Autumn on the dribble drive. Sends the pass low along the baseline to Taylor Dunbar, and she's pushed from behind, and the foul's called on Scott. It'll go against Brooke Burns. That's her first, team's first. Brooke Burns had 16 in their only win this season over Hannon just this past Thursday night. Inbounds pass comes to Haley McClure. Corner jumper for 3 is short by Abby Barton-Slaughter. Rebound, Tucker Nunley again. She gets it to Autumn Hill. Corner left side for Haley McClure. Jumper off the mark. Rebound cleared inside, this time by the Scott Skyhawks on the run out. Down the left side, Allie Matthews with the ball, lost it, but keeps it alive over the right side. They get the pass into Diana Birchfield. Birchfield is going to be fouled as she tried to make the move to the basket. Foul's going to be called on the Spartans, Abby Barton-Slaughter. So Abby picks up her first personal foul, team foul number 1. Common foul, give it out to the Skyhawks. No score. We played 1 minute and 40 seconds. Ball inbounded and stolen away by Abby Bartenschlager. Just outrun. She just outran Allie Matthews, and Abby scores on the other end. So it's 2-0. Spartans have the opening points on the board. With the pressure after the made shot, but Scott breaks the pressure. Outside jumper is off the mark by Kaylee Justice. Has her twin sister, Gabby Justice, in the starting five as well. Spartans with the rebound up underneath the Haley McClure, and Haley has her first points. Haley averaging 22 points a game for the Spartans, shooting 77% from the free throw line. And as Coach Burns promised, you're going to get 5 new faces into the lineup at the next dead ball. At the free throw line, just inside, jumper is up and good for Brooke Burns. And it's a 4-2 ball game. Spartans lead is 2 with 5:25 remaining. Opening period. For Greenbrier East High School, Spartan basketball. Shot outside from Abby Bartenschlager, rims in and out. And on the rebound, we got a tie-up, held ball, alternate possession. It belongs to Scott. So 5 new faces on the floor. Lily Bias, Sarah Mays. Mays at 21 in that win over Hannon. We'll pick up the remainder of them. Also into the lineup is Emily Scott. Emma Harmon is in there as well, and we'll find the other one, I promise. Into the front court quickly come the Scott Skyhawks, driving baseline right side, and underneath they got the pass inside. Shot won't go for Chloe Older, who was the other person in there. And the ball is lost out of bounds, last touching Scott. Spartans with the ball. Pass across the line from Autumn Hill to Haley. Up underneath they find Taterbug, and Taterbug scores. That's her first points. Taylor Dunbar averaging 11 points a game. 6-2, Spartans with the lead. Steal the inbounds pass, but stolen right back by the Skyhawks. Emily Scott with the ball, taken away from her by Haley McClure, and Haley travels with it. Tried to get rid of the ball. She went up in the air and traveled with it. Coach Justice wants to take a timeout. Let's take it with him. 4:41 remaining, quarter number 1. Spartans lead 6-2.
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram-certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy-duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
Back at Greenbrier East High School. At courtside with 4:41 remaining in quarter number 1. Spartans lead 6-2. 30-second timeout by Coach Justice to get things a little more under control, to play a little more Spartan offense and defense. Almost stolen away from behind by Abby Bartenschlager. Good hustle by Abby, but couldn't control it, and it went out of bounds. It'll remain with the Skyhawks. From Madison in Boone County, outside jumper hits off the top of the board, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Scott. Well, that shot is off the mark by the Skyhawks' Emma Harmon, and the rebound this time to the Spartans, and we got a double dribble turnover against the Spartans' Haley McClure. So 6-2. Spartans' lead is 4. Been a little ragtag so far. Pass almost stolen away by the Spartans. Autumn Hill had it, but then taken right back by Scott Skyhawks. Up the floor, Emily Scott with the ball. Left side pass. They get it over on the far side, back out on top. Ball stabbed loose, stolen away by Autumn Hill. Autumn going to take it in from the right side, going to be tripped from behind, and the foul will be called on the Scott Skyhawks. Whistle the personal foul on the Skyhawks. Will go against Lily Bias. That's her first. Team second. Common foul, give it out to the Spartans. Spartans in that stack along the right side of the lane. Breaking off of the stack was Abby Bartenschlager. Her shot's off the mark. Rebound, though, long out to Autumn Hill. She gets it inside to Haley McClure, and Haley's shot won't fall, but she's fouled and will go to the free throw line. 5 faces coming back for Scott Skyhawks. Foul was called on Chloe Older. That's her first. Team's third. Kate Perkins getting set to come into the Spartan lineup. At the line, Haley McClure. Haley 10 of 13 from the line so far this season, first 2 games, and she misses this one. Has 2 points in the ball game so far, averages 22. Autumn Hill checks out, Kate Perkins checks in. Some words of encouragement from Coach Justice right in front of our broadcast position here at center court. And Haley gets this one to fall. So she has 3 points. Spartans' lead is now 5 at 7-2, 3:48 remaining in our opening period of play. Into the front court. Allie Matthews brings the ball for the Skyhawks. Jump pass goes into the lane, and we're going to have a whistle and a bump foul from behind, I think, on Taylor Dunbar. Yeah, Tater Buggs going to get this one. That's her first, team's second. Another shooting situation. Ball out of bounds underneath their own basket to the Skyhawks. 3:40 remaining in quarter number 1. 7-2, Spartans with the lead. Ball stabbed out of bounds, last touching Abby Barton-Slugger. Kate Perkins now will come over to play a little closer defense on the inbound. Has the hand straight up in the air. They're looking to get it in, and they do. Get it underneath. Shot blocked away from behind. Nice play by Haley McClure. Haley's outlet pass up the floor to Abby Barton-Slugger. Loses the ball, picks it up, gives it over to Haley. Haley whips the pass inside. Tried to get it down inside to Tater Bug. Stabbed away by the Skyhawks. And the Skyhawks with the ball. With the ball now as Emma Dotson getting set to come into the Spartan lineup, reaching for it, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on the Spartans. Abby Barton-Slugger, and that's going to be number 2 on Abby. So Abby's going to pick up. So Emma Dotson's coming in. Haley McClure will check out. Emma Dotson, 5'7" freshman. 9th grader going to get a lot of playing time. Ball stolen away. Nice play by Abby Barton-Slugger. Abby takes it in and travels with it. Good call. She was going to take the shot, then she decided to drop pass to Kate Perkins, and she traveled with it. So on the turnover, give it back to Scott. 7-2 our score. We approach the 3-minute mark of quarter number 1. Into the front court. Ball stolen away by Kate Perkins. Kate takes it down the left side of the floor. Going to take it down on the low block. Now reverses the dribble. Comes back out on top. Sends the pass to the right of the top of the circle to Emma Dotson, rather. Dotson lost the ball. Picked up off the floor by Scott. Now we're going to have a held ball. Nice job by Tucker Nunley to reach in and tie up Diana Birchfield. And you'll give the ball. The ball will stay with the Spartans on the alternate possession. Mike Anderson, veteran official over at quarter court on the far side. Hands the ball to Abby Barton-Slugger. She'll trigger and get it in to Kate Perkins. Kate sets the offense. Tried to get the pass to the high post to Tucker Nunley. Stabbed loose. Picked up by Emma Dotson. She gets it in the lane. Shot is off the mark by Taylor Dunbar. And the loose ball picked up off the floor by the Scott Skyhawks. Out the pass. They get it up the floor to Diana Birchfield. Jumper too high off the glass. Won't go, and the rebound belongs to the Spartans. Emma Dotson kept it alive. Scooted it over to Abby Barton-Slugger, and Abby has it with 2:20 remaining in our first quarter of play. Spartans lead by 5, 7-2. Emma Dotson left side to Kate Perkins. They get it in the lane. Jumpers up and left short by Tucker Nunley. I think Tucker got smacked in the mouth. But the loose basketball picked up by the Scott Skyhawks. They have it, and we'll get it into the front court. Allie Matthews, as Morgan Amos is going to get into the lineup. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touching Kate Perkins. So Morgan's going to come in, and Morgan will give Tucker a breather. And she comes over, still rubbing her mouth. She got hit pretty good. Now we got a whistle, and we're going to take a timeout. I think, has the timeout been called? Obviously, it has been called. Yeah, finally. A minute 59 remaining, quarter number 1. Timeout on the floor. Spartans leading 7-2.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
Minute 59 remaining in our first quarter, and Coach Justice has already called 2 of his allotted 5 timeouts. He's taken a 30-second timeout and a full timeout. And on the inbounds pass, the ball stolen away by Abby Barton-Slugger, but her outlet pass intended for Emma Dotson stolen away back by the Scott Skyhawks. Haley McClure getting set to come into the lineup. Jumper from the near side corner off the mark by Sarah Mays. And the rebound is kept intact by Scott, but they lose it on the pass stolen away by Kate Perkins. And Kate sails in from the left side and scores her first 2 points of the ball game. 9-2, Spartans lead is 7. As we mentioned, Haley getting set to come back in. Into the top of the circle. Sarah Mays with the ball, double team, trap, gets rid of it. Sends the pass on the right side to Emily Scott. Down in the corner, they sent the ball, and the ball is going to be thrown out of bounds. Pass intended from Chloe Older to the far side over to Lily Bias and thrown away. So give it back to the Spartans. Abby Barton-Slugger will check out. She has 2 personal fouls. Checking back in, as we mentioned, was Haley McClure. Abby has 2. Taylor has 2. Haley has 3. Kate Perkins has 2. High post to Taylor Dunbar. Got it inside to Haley McClure. Nice pass from Taterbug inside to Haley. And Haley was fouled. She'll shoot 2 at the line to the left. 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Foul is called on Chloe Older. That's her 2nd personal foul. So the 4th team foul against the Skyhawks. And Haley has the first of 2 good. She has 4 points in the ballgame now. Taterbug checks out of the lineup. Morgan Amos is back in. I'm sorry, Autumn Hill is back in. And both free throws are good by Haley McClure. So she's got 5, 3 of 4 from the line, and it is 11-2. Into the front court, Sarah Mays, outside jumper, top of the key, left it well short, goes out of bounds, bounds up onto the stage. It'll be Spartan basketball. Kate Perkins set to bring it in to Emma Dodson. She brings it into Emma. Emma stepped through a double team. Nice pass up underneath. Got it to Haley. Haley scores on the assist from Emma Dodson. Count the basket and call the foul on Emma Harmon. Her first, team's 5th. So Haley now 7 points in the game, looking for number 8 at the line to the left. Reaches and grabs it. And it is 14-2. Spartans have seen that lead balloon to 12 inside a minute remaining in quarter number 1. Ball stabbed loose, but a reach-in foul is going to be called on the Spartans. Haley McClure. That'll be number 1 on Haley. Outside jumper bounds off the rim by Sarah Mays. Chased down in the far corner by Lily Bias. She'll get it out, but stolen away by the Spartans. Emma Dodson, outlet pass up the floor. Kate Perkins from the right side this time. And Kate now with 4 points in the ball game, 16-2. Spartans on a 12-0 run with 23 seconds remaining in our opening period of play. Sarah Mays with the ball, 5'2" sophomore. Sends the pass in the lane. Now the outside jumper off the mark by Lily Bias. Rebound, pulled down inside by Scott. Takes the shot up, won't go by Chloe Older. And then on the rebound, we got a whistle on the foul against the Spartans. Foul's going to be whistled on the Spartans. Autumn Hill, that's number 1 on Autumn. At the line shooting 2 will be Emma Harmon. 5'7" freshman yet to score in the ball game. 2 shots coming to the youngster. Free throw line to the right. Reaches with the right hand off the right side of the rim. No good. She'll have another opportunity. Spartans scored the first 4 points. Then Scott scored 2. Brooke Burns had that one, and now 12 unanswered by Greenbrier East. And they got a violation there as stepping over the line was Emma Harmon. The Spartans get the ball with 10 seconds remaining in quarter number 1, leading 16-2. Entry pass comes in to Haley McClure. Haley jump pass gets it over to Autumn Hill. Autumn at the right elbow, jumper up, off the mark, no. Rebound, Scott. Outlet pass comes up the floor to Emily Scott. Horn will sound. We've played 8 minutes, and the Spartans have the comfortable 14-point lead. At the end of 1, your score. Greenbrier 16, Scott 2.
Fritz's Pharmacy, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, has always been known for its quick and friendly service with the best prices. We fill hundreds of prescriptions every day. Our stores may seem busy at times, but we always have time for you, our loyal customers. There's a lot going on at Fritz's Pharmacy in addition to filling prescriptions. Our autofill robot allows us more time to talk to you, answer your phone calls, and help assure you're comfortable with your medications. We know you sometimes visit multiple doctors, If they each prescribe different medications, you need someone who can trust to look after your safety and well-being. Fritz's Pharmacy provides personalized medication packaging. Do you take medication several times daily? Do you take different medications and doses during the day and find it difficult to keep track if you took your doses or if you took it at all? We can help. Ask for details next time you're in our store. We provide certified fittings for customized diabetic shoes, support stockings and hosiery at no extra charge. Fritz's Pharmacy provides a personalized compounding service. Some prescriptions require special doses or special formulations. We also provide compounding prescriptions for your pet. Fritz's Pharmacy accepts most insurances and Medicare Part D plans. And when it's time to change your Medicare Part D plan each year, we have someone to help you decide which plan is best for you. Fritz's Pharmacy also carries a full line of over-the-counter items, a wide variety of vitamins, braces and supports, cough and cold remedies, and amino actives. We're in Lewisburg, Raynell, Alderson, and Ronceburg. We want to be your pharmacy, and that's a day in the life of Fritz's Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
In Greenbrier East High School courtside, we get set to start quarter number 2. Spartans with the lead 16-2. It will be Skyhawk basketball as Scott brings the pass in, and it was knocked out of bounds, touched by the Spartans. So it'll stay with Scott. Triggering it in is Leah Davis. Leah looking, and the pass stolen away by the Spartans, and then we're going to have a tie-up, and the ball will go to Greenbrier East. Nice overplay on that pass by Haley McClure, and the 5'11 sophomore comes up with the turnover. Haley now leading all scorers with 8 of our 16 points. Leading scorer on the ball club, averages 22 per game. Has the pass on the right wing, touch pass down in the corner to Emma Dotson. Emma drives, pulls up, has her shot deflected into the hands of Morgan Amos. Her shot won't go, but coming out of the with it is Autumn Hill. Top of the key to Kate Perkins, left wing. They go. Haley McClure, a high post to Morgan Amos. Back it comes, down in the corner. Near side, Autumn misses. Chasing the shot, though, and making the easy 2 was Haley McClure. She's got 10, and it's 18-2. East on top. 7:20 left in our first half of play. At Greenbrier East High School, Spartans are 2-0 on the season. Scott is 1-2. Spartans back in action come Monday night. We'll tell you about the schedule. Coming up at halftime, shot misses and pulled down by East, driving to the basket. Nice play by Autumn Hill, and Autumn has her first 2 points of the ball game. 20-2. Spartans on top. Abby Barton-Slogger, Tucker Nunley, and Taylor Dunbar getting set to come back into the Spartan lineup at the next dead ball. High dribble down in the corner by the Scott Skyhawks, and losing the ball, and we got a foul going to be called against Scott. It's going to go against Brooke Burns. It'll be number 2 on Brooke. So it'll be Spartan basketball on the turnover. So it'll be Spartan basketball. That's the 6th team foul against Scott. Spartans in the bonus the rest of the way. Spartans have 5 team fouls. 20-2. The only 2 points belong to Brooke Burns for the Scott Skyhawks. Down in the corner, Abby Barton-Slogger on the left side picks up the dribble, sends it back out on top to Haley McClure. Around the perimeter to Autumn Hill. Autumn reverses the dribble, sends it back. Left wing, Abby for 3, no good. Rebound put up and in by Taylor Bug. Taylor Dunbar now with 4 points in the ball game, 24-2. And the Spartans now have scored 20 unanswered points. 6-minute mark of the second quarter. Ball stabbed loose, stolen away by Abby Barton-Slogger. Outlet pass up the floor. Haley McClure stops and pops from the right elbow, left it short, saved from going out of bounds by Autumn Hill into the hands of Abby Barton-Slogger. She gets it to Taylor Dunbar, to Autumn Hill underneath. No on the rebound. We got a whistle and a tie-up, and on the alternate possession it'll belong to Scott. Nice hustle that time by Haley McClure. Haley has the long white sleeves underneath the uniform. Looks like she's got a jacket on, the way the uniform is designed with some green piping around it. Looks like she's playing in a sweater or something. 5:44 remaining in the first half. Spartans leading 24-2, I thought. 22-2. I put down a 4 instead of a 2 for whatever reason. 22-2. Spartans with the lead. All stabbed out of bounds, last touching Greenbrier East. 5 more faces come in. for the Scott Skyhawks. Sarah Mays is in there. Good outside shooter, as I mentioned, had 21 in their win earlier this week over Hannon. Double teamed, trapped rather, and the ball almost stolen by the Spartans. They get it over to Mays. Mays' jumper off the mark, and on the rebound, it's going to be lost out of bounds. Last touching the Spartans, Autumn Hill. It will stay with Scott. In that first quarter, Spartans were 6 of 18 from the floor. Scott 1 of 11. Outside jumper off the back of the rim by Mays. Rebound Spartans. Outlet pass to Haley McClure. Haley misses the easy layup, and on the rebound, tied up the Scott Skyhawks, Lily Bias, and it will stay with the Spartans. Kate Perkins is going to come in, and Haley's going to get a breather. Haley will get a few minutes on the bench. Catch your breath. Kate Perkins comes in. Nice entry pass in to Taylor Dunbar. Taylor's shot won't go, but she is fouled. Will go to the line. Foul was whistled against the Skyhawks. Emily Scott. It's her first. Team foul number 7. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. At the free throw line to the left is Taylor Dunbar. Her first free throw made this season. She was 0 of 2 coming into this ball game. 23-2. 24-2. As Taylor got them both. 24-2 with 5:10 remaining in the first half. Spartans double team. And ball almost stolen away, and it is stolen away. Basketball picked up off the floor by Kate Perkins. Kate takes it down the left side of the floor, takes it on in, puts it up and home with the left hand. Kate Perkins now with 6 points in the first half, and it's 26-2. Spartans on a 22-0 run. 4:50 remaining in the first half, and we got a tie up. The ball will belong to Scott. That time Sarah Mays went down. Could have called a foul. He could have called a walk. May have called a jump ball, so we'll take that. Spartans with the lead. Mays, corner, left side, air ball, won't go. Rebound, pulled down inside by Emma Harmon, and she is going to be fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line on 1+ the bonus. Foul's called on the Spartans. Taylor Dunbar. That's number 2 on Taylor. So Taylor has 2, Abby has 2. And at the line to the right, 1+ the bonus is Emma Harmon. The 5'7" freshman is 0 of 2 so far. Right-hander up, and she banks this one home. 26-3, that stops a 22-0 run by the Spartans. Next one up, and this one's too strong off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound belongs to the Spartans, and we almost threw it away, but it was lost out of bounds. Last touching Lily Bias of Scott. Coming into the lineup, Emma Dotson returns. Kate Perkins will get a breather. So Emma Dotson, along with Autumn Hill, Abby Barton-Slogger, Tucker Nunley, and Taylor Dunbar, the 5 on the floor. Tucker has it at the high post on the left side. They get it over in the left wing. Abby for 3, good. Abby Barton-Slogger, 5 points in the ball game. Came in averaging 7.5, 29-3. Spartans with the healthy lead of 26 with 4:15 left in the first half. And Emma Dotson steals the pass away. Outlet pass up the floor. Autumn Hill scores her 4th point of the game. 31-3. Spartans are going to be 3-0, and that's an easy call. Ball almost stolen away by Autumn Hill, but she couldn't grab hold on it. Went down to the floor, and the ball skirted out of bounds. 5 new faces come back in for Scott. And I can't give them to you. I just wait till they do something. I can tell you that Diana Birchfield and Allie Matthews are back in there. Looks like the original starting lineup is back there. Brooke Burns and the Justice sisters, Gabby and Kaylee. Ball stolen away by the Spartans, taking it down the right side of the floor. Autumn Hill into the corner of the right side. Now reverses, brings it back to the right wing. Left side to Emma Dotson, and Emma travels with it. Emma looked at the official saying, "Are you sure?" She didn't say that. She just looked like she was going to say that. Obviously he was, because it is Scott basketball. Spartans 2-0. Right back here come Monday evening against Midland Trail. 5:30 and 7:30. Ball hit off the shin of one Emma Dotson and out of bounds. So it'll stay with Scott. 3:31 left in our first half. Spartans on top 31-3. Pass goes to the right elbow. Turnaround jumper off glass is good by Brooke Burns. And Brooke has the 2 field goals for Scott. 31-5. Spartans lead is 26. We approach the 3-minute mark of quarter number 2. Working with the ball out between the rings. Spartans, Autumn Hill, right side pass to Emma Dotson, down on the low block, Taylor Bug. And Taylor Bug puts it up and in. Taylor Dunbar got 8 points in the ball game, 33-5. Spartans with the lead inside. 3 minutes remaining in our first half of play here at Greenbrier East High School. Coming up at halftime, we'll go over the stats provided to us by Steve Webb. And then we will, of course, let you know about our schedule coming up as well. Turnover against the Scott Skyhawks. It will be Spartan basketball. Emma Dotson sends the pass in as Haley McClure getting set to come into the lineup. She gets it over to Autumn Hill. Autumn, 5'8" junior. Great addition to this ball club. Emma Dotson, 9th grader. Pass comes left side. Abby Bartonslogger for 3. Off the back of the rim, no. Rebound comes out long to Emma Dotson. Her shot won't fall, but she is fouled. Will be at the line to shoot 2 times. Foul's going to be called on Leah Davis. It's Davis's first personal. Fouled in the act of shooting is Emma Dotson. Emma, 5'7", freshman, has not scored so far until now. She hits the free throw. 34-5. Spartans with the lead. Abby Bartonslogger will get a breather. Haley McClure back into the lineup for the Spartans. The line to the left. Emma Dotson. She makes them both. And the lead is 30. 35-5. Spartans on top. 2:22 remaining. Ball stolen away by Taterbug, but her outlet pass into the hands of Diana Birchfield, but Birchfield is going to be out of bounds. She was standing on the sideline when she got the pass. So Autumn Hill set to trigger it in. Brings it in to Emma Dotson. Right back to Autumn. Autumn on the dribble between the circles now. Over in the right wing, sends the pass to Haley McClure. Haley holding it high overhead, gets it to Emma Dotson in the corner on the right side. Tried to drive the baseline, cut off, and then the pass is going to be lost out of bounds, last touching the Spartans. So a turnover on the Spartans, forcing something that was not there. And at the 2-minute mark of the first half, it's 35-5. Kate Perkins is going to come in at the next dead ball. Pass goes in. Shot is short. Going to the free throw line will be Brooke Burns, as she was fouled by the Spartans' Tucker Nunley. So Tucker going to pick up her first personal foul. And at the line to the right will be Brooke Burns. She had 16 in their last game out. She has 5 in this one so far. She has 5 of her team's 6 points. 35-6. As that first free throw was good by Brooke Burns, 5'11" junior. For head coach Brandon Burns, and yes, that is his young daughter. Youngster ready. And she misses this one, and the rebound cleared by the Spartans, Haley McClure. Outlet pass up the floor. Gives it to Emma Dotson. Emma to Kate Perkins. Back to Emma. Cross court, the pass to Haley McClure. She'll shoot the 3 from there. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound, chased down long, and it goes out of bounds, last touching Emma. So into the lineup for Scott. Sarah Mays checks in, along with Emma Harmon. Checking out is Haley Wolf and Brooke Burns. Minute 40 remaining in our first half. 35-6 Spartans with the lead. At the left elbow, Scott with the basketball. They send it over the left side. Back it comes out on top. Pass inside. Lost out of bounds, last touching the Spartans. Taterbug, Taylor Dunbar, and Morgan Amos fighting for it and lost it out of bounds. Set to inbound, Emma Harmon. Harmon brings it in to Sarah Mays. Mays backs back out, has the pass, knocked out of bounds. Last touching Kate Perkins. It'll stay with Scott. Set to inbound will be Sarah Mays, 5'2" sophomore. Brings the ball in to Diana Birchfield. Birchfield picked up by Emma Dotson out on top. Emma stabbing at the ball. Knocked the ball loose, but Birchfield picked it up. Minute 15 left in our first half of play. 35-6, Spartans with the lead. Over on the far side, again, pressure on the ball. They get it over to Mays. Mays has her shot blocked away by Taylor Dunbar. Stolen out of the air by Emma Dotson. Inside 1 minute left in our first half. Right side, Haley McClure sends the pass down inside. Morgan Amos, shot is short. Rebound, fought for, pulled down inside by Emma Dotson. Shot won't go. Rebound to Taylor Dunbar. She gets the kick-out pass to Haley McClure. Top of the key. Kate Perkins for three. Got it. Kate Perkins now with 9 points in the ball game. 38-6. Spartans' biggest lead of the game is 32 with 32 seconds left, and we steal the ball again. Kate Perkins driving in from the right side. Left it short. Rebound put up and in by Haley McClure, and she is fouled. Will go to the line and try and complete the conventional three-point play. Foul was called on Kaylee Justice. So make the score 40-6. And at the line to the left is Haley McClure. Haley missed her first free throw, made the last 4, and made this one. So she got 5 in a row at the line. Good half so far for Haley. 41-6 Spartans. 20 seconds left in our first half. Ball stabbed loose, but picked up by the Scott Skyhawks. And then they throw it away. Loose basketball picked up by Morgan Amos. She's going to be tied up, and the ball will go to the Spartans on the alternate possession. So Spartan basketball with 11 seconds left in the first half. Into the front court with 6 seconds. Kate with the ball. Right side, Emma Dotson down on the low block. Taylor Dunbar, shot short, gets her own rebound, puts it up, and it rolled off the rim as the horns sound. We've played 2 quarters of basketball here at Greenbrier East High School, and the Spartans comfortably on their way to win number 3 of the season at the half. The Spartans with the lead of 35 points at 41-6.
Fritz's Pharmacy, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, has always been known for its quick and friendly service with the best prices. We fill hundreds of prescriptions every day. Our stores may seem busy at times, but we always have time for you, our loyal customers. There's a lot going on at Fritz's Pharmacy in addition to filling prescriptions. Our autofill robot allows us more time to talk to you, answer your phone calls, and help assure you're comfortable with your medications. We know you sometimes visit multiple doctors. If they each prescribe different medications, you need someone who can trust to look after your safety and well-being. Fritz's Pharmacy provides personalized medication packaging. Do you take medication several times daily? Do you take different medications and doses during the day and find it difficult to keep track if you took your doses or if you took it at all? We can help. Ask for details next time you're in our store. We provide certified fittings for customized diabetic shoes, support stockings, and hosiery at no extra charge. Fritz's Pharmacy provides a personalized compounding service. Some prescriptions require special doses or special formulations. We also provide compounding prescriptions for your pet. Fritz's Pharmacy accepts most insurances and Medicare Part D plans. And when it's time to change your Medicare Part D plan each year, we have someone to help you decide which plan is best for you. Fritz's Pharmacy also carries a full line of over-the-counter items, a wide variety of vitamins, braces and supports, cough and cold remedies, and amino actives. We're in Lewisburg, Raynell, Alderson, and Roncevert. We want to be your pharmacy, and that's a day in the life of Fritz's Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Yeah, 41-6, and here come the officials. Finally. Well, you know, when you get old like some of these officials, you probably taking a nap. Not sure what they were doing. Officials tonight, Ivan Calloway, Michael Anderson, and John Schrayer. John's the youngest one of all. He was the last one to come out. All right, now we ready? Ready to go as the second half is underway. Scott Skyhawk basketball. They try to send the pass down inside. Nice jump the zone pass by Tucker Nunley as she just jumped the pass and stole it away. They get it to Haley for three. Off the mark again. She cannot hit from outside. Nice rebound by Tucker. Sends it over in the corner far side to Abby. In the lane they got it to Autumn Hill. Loose ball knocked around, picked up by the Spartans. Taterbug. Tater gets it over. Now Abby Barton-Slogger to the left wing. Inside. Turnaround jumper. Won't fall for Tucker Nunley. And the rebound pulled down by the Skyhawks. Pulling it down was Kaylee Justice. Outlet pass up the floor to Allie Matthews. Back to Justice. Left side. Jumper for three is left short by Diana Birchfield. And the rebound to the Spartans. Into the front court. Nice pass up the floor to Abby Barton-Slogger. High off the glass. And Abby scores her 7th point of the game. 43-6. Spartans with the lead. Outside jumper is off the mark by Justice. Kaylee Justice. And we got a timeout taken quickly by Coach Justin.
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
Wearing a long sleeve white shirt underneath it, shooting shirt underneath it. Looks like she has a sweater or a jacket on. It's interesting. You have to see it. I can't paint that picture on the radio. Haley with it on the left wing. Holds the ball high overhead. Now down in the corner. Abby Barton-Slogger. Shot crawls across the rim. Won't fall. On the rebound. Saved from going out of bounds by Abby Barton-Slogger, but then she double dribbles with it. She wanted to pass it and didn't work out for her. So a turnover against Abby. And into the front court, Scott brings the ball. 6.5 minutes remaining, third quarter. 43-6, Spartans on top. And Abby Barton-Slogger just takes the ball away from Allie Matthews. Up the floor, driving shot. Too strong off the glass by Autumn Hill. Rebound, fought for. Coming out with it is Scott. And then losing control of it, but it was knocked out of bounds by Haley McClure. Off the fingertips of Allie Matthews. So Diana Birchfield, 5'7" sophomore. Into the front court, sends the pass over to Justice. She'll get it to her twin sister, and the jumper is off the mark. Sorry, that's Brooke Burns, not her twin sister. Underneath, the shot by Burns was off the mark, and on the rebound, the foul is going to be called on the Spartans, Taylor Dunbar. That's number 3 on Taterbug. 43-6, 6-minute mark of the third quarter. Down in the corner, ball went right through the hands of Diana Birchfield and out of bounds. And 5 fresh faces onto the floor for Scott. 6-minute mark, quarter number 3. Spartans leading 43-6. The first 2 minutes of this third quarter has been anything but stellar for either team. Haley McClure shoots the 3 from the right wing. Finally, she buried a 3 ball, and she's got 16 points in the game. 46-6. Spartans' biggest lead of the contest is now 40 points. Over the right side, a little nice bounce pass. They got it in the lane, into the hands of Chloe Older, and then her pass was stolen away by the Spartans, then lost out of bounds, last touching Autumn Hill. So give it back to the Skyhawks. And they bring it in play to Sarah Mays. Mays, 5'2" sophomore. Has just not been able to get going. She had 21 in their last game, has yet to score in this ball game. Ball stolen away by Autumn Hill. She looks and finds the drive by Haley McClure. Haley, 5 in the quarter, 18 in the game. And it's 48-6. Spartans have outscored them 7-0. In this third period. Ball stabbed loose, stolen away by Autumn Hill. Autumn, outlet pass, up the floor. Abby Barton-Slogger chases down the loose basketball, but slid out of bounds. Coach Justice wants them to stop running helter-skelter and set the ball up. Try and work on some things. We've got one tough game for certain. 2 tough games really coming up next week. Midland Trail here on Monday night. And then on the road for the first time this season, Tuesday night in Beckley. Ball stolen away by Tucker Nunley. And her and Emma Harmon kind of swinging each other around, and Tucker's going to win that battle. So Spartan basketball on the alternate possession. Abby brings it in to Autumn Hill. Autumn, 5'8" junior, 4 points in the ballgame, averages 13. Both of her field goals came in the second quarter. Bounce pass, right side to Abby Bartenslager, down on the low block. Jumper up off the mark by Taylor Dunbar. Rebound, Haley McClure kicks it out to Autumn Hill. Back to Haley. Haley in the lane. Short jumper put up, won't go for Tucker Nunley, but the rebound put up and in by Taylor Dunbar. And Taylor in double figures with 10 points. And it is 50-6. Spartans with the lead. 4-minute mark approaching quarter number 3. Coming back into the lineup for the Scott Skyhawks will be Haley Wolf. And checking out will be Lily Bias. So he brings a junior in and sits down a 9th grader. Getting experience. Got a lot of youth on this ball club. No seniors. Trying to drive the lane. Ball bounced on the end line. Last touching the Spartans. Kate Perkins is going to come in. Abby Bartenslager is going to get a breather. Also coming in will be Emma Worth. Why did I say that? Emma Dotson. I don't know what Emma Worth. Tucker Nunley will check out. So Emma Dotson is into the lineup. Pass comes, corner near side. Working with it is Sarah Mays. Mays pass is tipped, pulled down out of the air by Kate Perkins for the Spartans. She lets the traffic go by. Spartans have the ball. They get it to Haley McClure. Top of the circle, right side. Autumn Hill shots off the mark, and the rebound with the rebound pulled down on the inside by Emma Harmon. And on the rebound coming up the other way, shots way off the mark this time by Sarah Mays. Rebound by Scott, won't go. This time the Spartans with the ball. Kate Perkins takes it the other way into the front court. Right side, all by herself was the Spartans' Autumn Hill, and she brings it back out, and they set it up again. Cross court, Haley McClure. Thought about the three, stepped back, takes it short and off the front of the iron. Rebound is long and scooped up by Kate Perkins. Top of the key, Autumn Hill. Autumn, bounce pass right side. Emma Dotson in the lane. Short jumper is up by Tater Bug, won't go. Got her in rebound once, twice, and missed it all 3 times. Haley McClure puts it up, it won't go. Boy, that'll kill the shooting percentages when you go 0 for 3 inside 3 feet. But that's what happened to Taylor Dunbar. The foul was called on Scott Skyhawks' Haley Wolf. So at the line is Haley McClure. Haley missed her first. Now hit 5 in a row, 6 in a row. Got 6 in the quarter, 19 in the game. And it is 51-6. We've outscored them 10-0 to start this third quarter. Ready again. Free throw line to the right. 5'11" sophomore Haley McClure. The right hand, got another one. 20 points in the ball game for Haley McClure. It's 52-6. Spartans with the lead. Pass, they go in and almost traveling. Ball squirts loose. Jumper put up short, won't go. Rebound, put up and in by Kaylee Justice. So Kaylee Justice with her first points of the game makes it 52-8. Stops a 14-0 run by the Spartans. 52-8. Baseline, right side, ball bounced, knocked away. Nice job defensively that time by Scott Skyhawks' Leah Davis against Haley McClure. Haley's going to check out. Taylor Dunbar will check out. Abby Bartenslager is back in. Morgan Amos is into the lineup for the Spartans. With the ball, driving down the left side, Autumn Hill, step back and scores the jumper. 6th point of the night for Autumn. 54-8 Spartans. 2-minute mark of quarter number 3. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Scott. Good hustle that time by Diana Birchfield. They send it down low on the right side of the lane. Ball is loose and lost out of bounds. Last touching the Spartans, Morgan Amos. Good hustle by Morgan. Back or into the lineup for the first time tonight, Lauren Patterson. 5'4" sophomore. Lauren will give Autumn Hill a breather. Spartans leading 54-8. Looking to get the ball in play. The Skyhawks do to Diana Birchfield. Birchfield sends it back to Matthews. Her jumper's off the mark. And Lauren has the rebound. Lauren Patterson gives it up to Abby Bartenslager. Abby with it, drop pass to Kate Perkins. Kate between the rings with 1:39 remaining. They send the pass to the high post to Morgan Amos. Driving underneath was Emma Dotson. Ball scooped up by Abby Bartenslager. They get it back. We got 3-second lane violation called on the Spartans. 3 seconds against the Spartans. Give it back now to the Skyhawks with 1:29. In a game that was decided about halfway through the first quarter. Spartans led at 11-2 at that point. Will go on and score 22 unanswered points. Spartans with the ball after the turnover by Scott. Lauren Patterson with the jumper won't go. Rebound by the Spartans. The high post, they get it to Emma Dotson, left wing. Jumper for 3 off the mark. Won't fall for Abby Bartenslager. And the rebound cleared by Kaylee Justice of Scott. Inside 1 minute remaining in our third quarter of play. Left side pass. Justice with the ball. This is Kaylee. Turnaround jumper is left short by Brooke Burns, and the rebound cleared by the Spartans. Emma Dotson up the floor. Kate Perkins tracks it down on the left wing. Abby Bartenslager for 3. It is short, and the long rebound comes to Kate. She kicks it back to Emma Dotson. Down low, baseline right side shot is too strong from Lauren Patterson, and the rebound goes out of bounds. 30 seconds remains, and quarter number 3. And I know you're not going to believe this, but a whole fresh set of 5 comes in for Scott. 54-8. They scored 2 points in the first quarter, 4 in the second. They've scored 2 so far here in the third. Ball kicked out of bounds. Last touching the Spartans, Abby Bartenslager stays with the Scott Skyhawks with 20.8 seconds remaining third period. Spartans in action again Monday night here at home against Midland Trail. Ball saved from going into the backcourt by Scott, but then lost out of bounds. Last touching the Skyhawks, Tori Wilburn. Spartan basketball. Kate Perkins into the front court, works with the ball. Crossover out on top, sends the pass. Down on the right side, Abby Bartenslager for 3. Off the rim, no good. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Abby shoots, good if it goes, and it does. At the buzzer, Abby Bartenslager, 5 in the quarter. She's got 10 on the ball game. We've played 3 quarters here at Greenbrier East High School. Your score, Spartans 57, Scott 8.
For 70 years, S.J. Needhawk Lumber has provided products for your home from foundation to finish. S.J. Needhawk has most everything you need for your home and land. Roofing and insulation, windows, doors and floors. Picking that perfect paint or redesigning your new bath or kitchen. S.J. Needhawk also has products for the farm, from feed products to gates and fencing, building projects or DIY jobs. For 3 generations, S.J. Needhawk Lumber is your home solution.
The fourth quarter is underway, and the Spartans have 5 new faces on the floor. It'll be Scott Skyhawk basketball. For the Spartans, A.J. Groves is in there. We'll pick them up for you. Scott loses the ball, but is knocked out of bounds. Last touching the Spartans, Nia Lewis. Nia is in there as well. Asia Smith is in there. All lost out of bounds this time. Off the hands of Emily Scott of Scott. It'd be kind of nice to go to the high school with your last name, wouldn't it? Emily Scott from Scott. Of course, I don't know. If you went to Greenbrier East. Underneath, count the basket for the Spartans. Lexi Misha scores that one. So Lexi Misha has her first 2 points, and it is 59-8. 59-8 with 7:15 remaining. Whistle and the foul called on the Spartans. Lexi Misha picks up her first.
Scott with the ball. We got a whistle and a pushing foul underneath. And let's not start this, guys. Come on. Please. Foul called on the Spartans. A.J. Groves. It's A.J.'s first. Let's not make this a free throw shooting contest with a score 59-8. 7 minutes remaining in the game. Well decided. And I think with the long drive back to Madison, West Virginia, head coach Brandon Burns will tell you the same thing. So Scott basketball set to inbound. Pass comes in low along the baseline. Shot is up, won't fall for Brooke Burns, and the rebound cleared by the Spartans. Outlet pass. They get it up ahead to Kendra Perkins. Underneath, jumper off glass, count it for the Spartans. A.J. Groves. And A.J. makes it 61-8. 61-8, Spartans with the lead. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touching Alasia Smith. So Scott has the ball, almost stolen away by the Spartans, but Brooke Burns has it. Short jumper in the lane, won't go. And A.J. with the rebound for the Spartans. A.J. Groves brings it into the front court, whips the pass up the floor. They'll get it down to the right side. Kendra Perkins in the lane. Jumper's going to be short by A.J. Saved from going out of bounds by Kendra Perkins. They get it into the hands of Lexi Mejia. She'll send it back out. Ball lost out of bounds. Last touching the Skyhawks, Diana Birchfield. Hustling play by the youngster, set to inbounds. Kendra Perkins. Kendra brings it in to Alasia Smith, and she tried to go right back to A.J. Groves, and A.J. lost it off her fingertips and out of bounds. 6-minute mark of the ball game. Spartans leading 61-8. Pass stabbed out of bounds, last touching the Spartans, Alasia Smith. Alasia Smith, good hustle. We got a whistle. Timeout taken by Coach Justice. It's got to be full. It's got to be a full because we don't have any 30s. 5:54 remaining. Oh, they're going to give him a full. Yeah, that's what I thought. 5:54 remaining in the ballgame. 61-8. No, it's only a 30. So let's keep it here. I was going to take the break, but they're going to give him a 30. They didn't have any 30s. Spartans again in action Monday night here at home against the Midland Trail Patriots. By the way, West Virginia University is playing at Pittsburgh tonight. And the score in the first half, Mountaineers leading 32-18 with a little over 6 minutes left in the first half. So 32-18 for West Virginia on top of Pitt. 61-8, Spartans on top here. With 5:54 remaining in the ball game. All right, here we go. It will be Skyhawk basketball to inbound over on the far side. As Kaylee Justice gets the ball in play. Turnaround jumper by Burns in the lane, won't go. Nice rebound by Nia Lewis for the Spartans. Outlet pass up the floor to Lexi Mejia, and Lexi travels with it. And you give it back to the Skyhawks. Spartans will be 3-0 after tonight. Scott will fall to 1-3. Bounce pass, top of the circle, down in the corner. Corner jumper for three, off the mark by Allie Matthews, but the rebound lost out of bounds, last touching Greenbrier East. So Scott will inbound the ball. Brooke Burns brings it in the corner. Jumper, rims out, won't fall. Rebound belonged to East and then knocked out of bounds, last touching Diana Birchfield of Scott. So it'll stay with the Spartans. Kendra Perkins, 5'5" sophomore, brings the ball in play. They bring it in to Alasia Smith. Smith into the front court, sends the pass down in the corner. A.J. Groves, shot rims out, no good, and the rebound comes out long
to the Skyhawks. Diana Birchfield quickly with it into the front court, stops at the right elbow, jumps, shoots, and scores. Birchfield has her first points of the ball game. It's 61-10. East on top. 5-minute mark of the game. Backing in against the defense is Smith for the Spartans. Brings it over to Lexi Misha. She gets it into Nia Lewis, drives the bat to the basket, and she's going to be fouled. We'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2 times. Foul's called on the Skyhawks, Brooke Burns. So Nia Lewis at the line, 5'11" senior. Has 2 shots coming. The youngster with the right hand reaches and scores it. Nice job. And it's 62-10. Spartans have done well tonight from the line. As Nia misses this one, and the rebound kept alive by the Spartans and tipped out to Nia. She gets it over to Alicia Smith. She'll shoot the 3, top of the key, good. Alicia Smith has her first points in the game, 65-10. Spartans lead is 55 now with 4:35 left in the contest. Outside jumper is short by Justice, and the rebound kept alive by the Scott Skyhawks. Get over the right side. Matthews with the jumper, no. Rebound comes out long, and a pushing foul is going to be called on Alicia Smith. Will be her first. Team foul number 4 against the Spartans. Not a shooting situation, common foul. Ball belongs to the Skyhawks. 4 fouls have been called on the Spartans, 2 against Scott. The ball traveling should have been called, but it wasn't. Pass over on the right side to Justice. Outside jumper, counted for 3 for Allie Matthews. That's her first. 65-13. Spartans at the 4-minute mark. Kendra Perkins picks up the dribble. Bounce pass is lost out of bounds. Last touching the Spartans, Alicia Smith. Coming into the lineup, Lucia Ordonez. Also coming in will be Gabby Withrow. But we got a full timeout taken first by Scott. 3:57 remaining in the ball game. Spartans lead 65-13.
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
3:51 remaining in our ball game. Outside jumper won't fall for the Skyhawks. They had an opportunity to put it back up and in. It wouldn't fall. This time the Spartans with the rebound. Into the front court, Lauren Patterson. Gabby Withrow, jumper at the free throw line is good. Gabby Withrow. She scores her first points of the ball game. 67-13. The ball outside jumper is left short by Diana Birchfield for Scott. Rebound to the Spartans. Kendra Perkins into the front court. Lauren Patterson with the baseline jumper is short. Rebound fought for. And pulling it down was Burns, and she travels with it. So Brooke Burns traveled with the ball and give it back to the Spartans. We got a timeout taken by Coach Justice. Ready to go. 3:08 remaining in our ball game. It is 67-13. Spartans with the lead. And looking to get the ball in play. They get it into Gabby Withrow. Gabby sends it back to Lauren Patterson. Down in the corner, Kendra Perkins. Jumper is short. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Scott. Outlet pass down the right side of the floor. Driving with it is Diana Birchfield. Drives, shoots, and scores. Diana Birchfield now with 4 in the quarter, 4 in the game. 67-15. East on top. A.J. Groves with the ball. Sends it cross court and pass stolen away by Justice. Kaylee Justice stepped into the passing lane. Up the floor. They get it to Birchfield. 6 in the quarter. 67-17. With 2.5 minutes left in the contest. Lauren Patterson sends it to Kendra Perkins. Perkins high post to Gabby Withrow, and her shot partially deflected. No. They just said it went out of bounds off Gabby. So give the ball back to the Skyhawks. Spartans going to be led tonight by the 20 points of Haley McClure. Jumper off the mark by Scott. Rebound to Greenbrier East. Lauren Patterson up the floor. Kendra Perkins gives it to Lucia Ordonez. Back to Kendra. Shots no good, and the rebound long. Chased down by Allie Matthews of Scott. And Allie drives to the basket and scores it to make it 67-19. Nia Lewis is coming into the lineup for the Spartans. Down along the baseline. A.J. Groves jumper off the mark. Rebound to Scott. Saved it from going out of bounds. With 1:35 left in the contest. Into the front court. Down in the corner. Jumper for three. Good. For Diana Birchfield. Birchfield had no points in this ball game until the fourth quarter. Now she's got 9, and it's 67-22. And nice move by Mr. Anderson to stop the clock momentarily to bring some substitutions in for the Spartans. Coming back in will be Alacia Smith. Lexi Misha will come in and also into the lineup. Who else? Oh, Nia Lewis checks back in. A.J. Groves gets it to Nia Lewis. Right side pass. They get it for the jump shot off the mark by Ordonez. And the rebound lost out of bounds, last touching the Spartans. So you'll give it to the Scott Skyhawks. Probably check in with a couple of young ladies after our ball game coming up in our post-game show. That's coming up in our post-game show as well, which is about 57 seconds away. Pass comes in to Diana Birchfield. Bounce pass, right side. They get it over to Allie Matthews. Jumper from the right elbows, up and in to make it 67-24. Spartans. They have scored 16 points in this quarter. Pass into the high post to Nia Lewis. Baseline to A.J. Groves. Ball knocked away from behind. And we got a whistle and the foul going to be called against the Spartans, I believe. Yeah, it'll be called on Alacia Smith. That's her second. Into the lineup for Scott. Emily Scott returns. And checking out will be Allie Matthews. Matthews leaves with 7 points. 9 points for Diana Birchfield. Brooke Burns scored 5 and 1 for Emma Harmon. That's the extent of the scoring. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touching the Spartans, Alacia Smith. 24 seconds remaining in the game. Scott with the ball. Spartans leading 67-24. Traveling. Going to be called against Birchfield. Spartans with the ball. And tripping foul is going to be called, but no one will go to the line. Only the third foul called against Scott. That goes against Mays. Spartans with the ball with 18 seconds left. Kendra Perkins, bounce pass, high post to Nia Lewis. Right side jumper partially deflected by Ordonez. She'll take another shot, won't go. And the rebound cleared by Scott. 7 seconds remaining in the ball game. Mace outside jumper off the back of the rim. No. Horn sounds. Ball game. Spartans are 3-0. Your final score. Greenbrier 67. Scott 24. That's your final score. 67-24. We're back with some stats, individually and team-wise. Our courtside here at Greenbrier East High School. Our scoring by quarters. Spartans outscored them 16-2 in the first, 25-4 in the second. We led 41-6 at the half. Outscored them 16-2 in the third quarter. Led it 57-8 going to the fourth quarter. Into the fourth quarter, a lot of substitutions. Now the Spartans were outscored 16-10 to make it 67-24. Your final score. You look at shots on goal. Well, the Scott Skyhawks were held down tonight. Came in averaging 80. They had 45 shots on goal tonight. 10 of 45, 2 of 20 outside 19-9. And they were 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Spartans 25 of 81. Spartans had 81 shots on goal tonight. 25 of 81, that's 31%. 5 of 23 outside 19-9. But from the free throw line, Spartans were 12 of 14. We out-rebound them tonight, 55 to 39. They turned the ball over 38 times. Spartans turned it over 18 times. So when you look at it that way, Spartans will certainly take the win, no doubt about that, because again, it's a great win tonight for our Greenbrier East Lady Spartans. And again, when you look at it from a situation standpoint, we'll take those wins anytime. We're going to be joined by Autumn Hill is going to join us, and then Abby Bartenslager is going to join us as well. Let's talk with Autumn first of all. And Autumn, when Mo-ball, you got to watch Mo-ball, that's for certain. All right, give me your thoughts. 3-0 on the season. You knew probably this game was going to go the way this game did, right?
Well, we just put our hearts in, we hustle, and we play team ball, and we try our hardest.
Is it fun for you guys to get a lot of playing time? Know you're going to get a lot of playing time to see other kids get in?
We love to cheer each other on, and we love for everyone to play, and it's a good time.
What's this thought about your head coach taking team pictures with another team? What's that about, huh?
I mean, he's a governor.
He's the governor. There you go. That's right. All right, right back here Monday night, right?
Oh, yeah. Come out and watch us play.
Who we play?
We play Middle and Tro.
And then Tuesday night,
we play Woodrow at Woodrow. Come to that as well.
On the road. You looking for an on-the-road game?
Yeah, first one.
That's
first
right.
Away game.
All right, Autumn. Thank you, girl.
Thank
we'll talk to you. And Abby Bartenslager joins me now. Abby, sit down, my dear. Abby finishes the night with 10 points, had 7 steals in the ball game. Nice job.
Thank you.
10 points. That outside shot, it'll start to fall sooner or later.
Yes, it will. We've been going to the weight room to get it to start falling.
There you go. Well, give me your thoughts on that. I know you've been going to the weight room a lot. Give me your thoughts on this.
I think that it's a really good idea for us. We're really starting to get stronger with the ball, and we just have more confidence whenever we get into a jump ball situation.
And we've been known when we play teams out of the MSAC in Charleston, we've been manhandled a few times.
Yes, we have.
And we can't do that.
No, not anymore.
Not if we're going to achieve what we want to achieve this year, right?
That's right.
Coming into this year, what did you think about this team?
I thought that we had a very good chance of going to states. I think we still do. We're really working on everything that we need to be working on, and it's starting to come together.
Okay, as one of the leaders, you got to get it done, right?
That's right.
See you Monday night.
See you Monday night.
There you go. Abby Bartenslager with us as well. Player of the game, Greenbrier Valley Physical Therapy, specializing in rehab and sports injuries. Taylor Dunbar. I call her Tater Bug. Taylor Dunbar, 4 of 12 tonight, shooting from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She had 6 rebounds, a couple of steals, a couple of blocked shots, finishes the night with 10 points. Final score, once again, Spartans led tonight again by the 20 points of Haley McClure, 10 from Abby Bartenslager and 10 from Taylor Dunbar, 6 points tonight from Autumn Hill. That will do it for us, 67-24.